So we see this on a regular basis where one of these elements in your Breville, this is a BV900, I believe, SBV, they crack. And I'm going to show you guys why they're such a pain to replace. And they're not impossible to replace, they're just maybe more work than it's worth. So it really drove me nuts that there was not any like good information about how to replace these. And then I saw on Reddit that somebody said that it was impossible to take these out, and that's absolute lie. So you can see our cleaners came in one day, decided to clean this for us, which is really sweet, but they broke one of the quartz elements down there. So taking the outer shell off requires a little finagling, and there's quite a few screws here. There's some for the bottom, the sides, the back, a few other ones over here that kind of hold on. This is actually really dirty, but this is the upper portion of the inside. So this actually, I bent it because it's hard to take off these screws, but it goes right here. So let's get to the nitty gritty here. Like, what's going on with these and why is it so difficult to remove? Number one is these uppers, the terminals for the actual heating elements themselves are welded to these rods. I think these are copper actually. These tabs do not come out. And the reason I can tell you they don't come out is because if we go way down to the bottom here, let's zoom all the way in. Do you see that one there? It's broken. I'm going to grab on the opposite side. And this is the entire piece here. So this, it's hard to see, but it's the same, sorry, let's zoom out here. It's the same style bent tab like this one has here, just this one goes up and down. This one's to the right hand side here. That actually gets crimped onto the nichrome wire all the way across. So, hey, it's my dog in the background. So if you were to remove this, you would have to break the welds here for any of these ones on the top. That's problem number one. And it's not the end of the world, it's definitely doable. In addition to that, there are metal tabs here. Let me zoom in a little better, there we go. Metal tabs that hold this piece in place. So those have to be bent out of the place. And then in order to slide this out, they actually have to slide from that side this way. And as you can see, I've already disassembled the back and the upper portion of the oven and the sides. But you'd also have to take out this entire fan assembly. So this is the flywheel for the fan, there's the motor, there's all of like the logic circuits and all that. This piece right here is what blocks access to the other side of the heating elements. So what happens is you have to disconnect this wire. I don't know if it has to be cut or what, but I have to disconnect this wire. There are more metal tabs which are really difficult to see, but they need to be unbent. So you'd unbend the tabs that hold this portion of the, sorry, I'm getting a really hard time here. This portion of the ceramic element portion. And then this whole thing slides out in that direction. So again, is it doable? Yes. For us, it would be this one on the very bottom. I need to pull back this like silicone heat shield in order to access whatever's behind here. I think it's just a wire that's attached, not like this here, but like a flexible wire. But then the next question is getting these guys, because I think these are specific to Breville. So I could probably send photos and the lengths of these to somebody like on Alibaba or AliExpress and find out who manufactures these and gets them. But the real question is, let's say that one of these costs, I don't know, like 60 or 70 bucks. It's gonna take probably a good 2 hours plus some welding in order to get these in. And that's really the question, is for the average person, is that doable? But I didn't like the fact that somebody said that it was impossible to get these out. It's possible, it just requires work and it requires some welding.